Now, y'all know how Jaguar Wright be in everyone's business like she's some unpaid spokesperson for drama. Well, she's at it again, and this time she's coming for Chrisean Rock. She is calling out Chrisean for being a terrible mother for disabling Junior. Let's get into it. Now, before we go ahead and talk about that subject at hand, it should interest you to know that Jaguar and Chrisean are half-sisters. Yep, you heard that right. It came out in a live interview that Jaguar had on Z-Banga Entertainment with her older sister, Mick China. China brought Chrisean's name up, saying that Chrisean was their half-sister. However, Jaguar quickly debunked that statement, saying she only considers someone born of her biological mother and father as a sibling, period.
You realize I was stalking your sister, your half-sister.
Uh-oh. Well, we got the same mother. So.
Okay, well then, sister, I don't know. I personally, I don't claim anything that came from my parents that didn't come from the both of them. I consider myself an only child. I have lots of siblings. But the truth is, I am the only child between my mother and my father, and all of my siblings hated me for that. So, okay. If you consider her your full sister, that's fine.
Now, a lot of people came for Jaguar for making that statement, like this person who said, "This was corny. We don't do the half shenanigans. A sister is a sister and a brother is a brother." Another person added, "Whether they were raised together or not, this is still her full sister. They come from the same mother. She would only be a half sibling if they had the same dad only. But she is 20 years older than her. I wouldn't expect for her to still be in a household with her at the point when Chrisean was born." So, it's pretty obvious that Jaguar and Chrisean are estranged siblings, and that comes as no surprise at all, given the age difference between the two of them. In addition, both of them have been living completely different lives. Chrisean got the looks, the body, and the media loved her so much that she got that bag real early. Jaguar, on the other hand, did not get that lucky. It's safe to say that there's some tension or resentment that Jaguar holds towards Chrisean for being more pretty, rich, and famous, even though both of them share a parent. However, should that be enough reason for her to talk about Chrisean's son in a bad way? Well, at least Jaguar made it known from the get-go that she don't roll with Chrisean like that. Mick China, on the other hand, was initially all about how Chrisean was her sister, her blood, her ride or die, and all that. But she was quick to turn on her when things didn't go quite as she envisioned, or at least that's what it sounded like.
I got some words for some motherfuckers out here, and I don't give two fucks about who get mad. I'm waiting on everybody to get on here so I can really put these in. Motherfuckers start getting a couple dollars and their head get big. Now run back and tell her I said it. First of all, you sitting there dick riding a nigga that beats your ass. You dick riding a nigga that shitted your son on the internet. You crazy. You really is fucked up. Your head is really fucked up, Chrisean. Period. Run back and tell her I said it. She's fucked up. Quick as God gave it to her, quick as God will snatch it. But when you sitting there making Blueface your God, you dumb as shit. This the same nigga that was beating your ass. Like literally beating your ass. Put your son all on the internet. Talk down on your son. Didn't even claim your son. You got the game fucked up, Chrisean. You was really fucked up. But you sitting there chasing Blueface. See how much luck you gonna have. You ain't gonna have that much luck, I promise you. And I hope you didn't sell your soul, because the way you acting, you would think you sold your soul. Ain't no sister of mine. I only claim you. I'm not claiming you. Like, you wild as shit. Start getting a couple dollars, their head get big. Fuck out of here. I don't even go around her. Period.
A lot of people were quick to call Mick China out as a clout chaser who was only trying to familiarize herself with Chrisean so she could be in the spotlight too. This person said, "Isn't this the same lady that was crying when Chrisean noticed her? She fanned out. Act more like a fan than a sister. She's not reliable. She barely knows Chrisean. This is completely immature. She's the older sister. Speak to her privately about how you feel. I don't know how or why you coming on the internet dragging her. You pushing 50. Talk about why you're up there talking about people's children instead." Another person added, "These sisters are so jealous of Rock, it's sad. I pray she gets far away from them. All of them are very envious." Not only was China trying to get into the spotlight with Chrisean, allegedly, she was also trying to get into her pockets, even though it was this same China who was out here talking about how the money changed Chrisean. Well, one more commenter added, people feel like if you make it in the family, you gotta look out for everyone till it's no more left. No, go get your own. Nobody owes you nothing. People feel entitled to someone else's stuff. Like, what? Chrisean has always had a terrible relationship with all of her family.
Cannot argue by himself. He won't break his own damn TVs. If you listen to me, you the only daughter that won't listen to me.
My name can take that back, because I do listen. What are you talking about?
You don't, Sean, because we would be in the situation right now. Every time I try to call and tell you a message, you hang up on me.
You don't listen.
Call me hang up.
You answer, bro.
You call me
I just
hang
leave
up,
you
Sean,
every day
because
and
that's
say,
what you
Sean,
do.
why?
the best.
Everybody needs fucking money.
Who everybody money? Who
The
need
money
money?
pocket way.
Who's everybody? I never call you for everything. When did I ever call you for money?
I'm talking to mommy.
Yeah, but I always wait to see if you're okay. Who the fuck needs money?
But we ain't gonna yell.
Even her older sister, Teseki Malone, born from her biological mother and father, in one of Chrisean's live videos on Instagram where she goes on her occasional rants, she mentioned how she didn't mess with her siblings because they didn't mess with her either. And that's when she spilled the beans about how Teseki used to play house with her as a child, if you know what I mean.
I want to be honest. I don't have a real relationship with my sister because when I realized when I got older, she didn't really fuck with me. Too, when we was kids, she was a fast individual, bro. Ask her about when she wanted to play house. No, because she acting like my really trying to touch me. Like, we don't like each other because our childhood, bro. Don't be making up. Like, yeah, we forgive you and all this.
Child, when Chrisean said that, the internet came for Teseki, calling her all types of degrading names. Teseki then confronted Chrisean about it, although it wasn't so much of a confrontation than a sit-down. However, while Teseki was trying to address the issue and clear her name up, Chrisean, on the other hand, did not want to speak on the matter. She just wanted to move past it.
Well, I don't know what that was.
So, I mean, I was literally doing, I just want to know, like...
I'm okay. Are you okay?
No, I'm not. I'm okay. I'm good in life, but the stuff that I deal with, the backlash I deal with behind the stuff that y'all did to me and said about me that's not cool. Anybody.
You say stuff too.
Yeah, but I never would call you no child molester or no rapist or back nobody on no real shit. I would never call you that, and I know it's not true. I would never call you that. I don't care how mad I get at you. What?
Do you want to talk about that or what?
I want to talk about that. I want to talk about you getting me jumped, and then I want to talk about after that, you doing that, putting the icing on it, and I'm just like, okay, what? Because the jumping didn't work, so that's to make up some. Look like a
My
whole
truth
monster.
is my truth.
What's your truth?
Nobody. Are we sitting down and actually getting it
I want to know what's your truth. I want, yes.
We don't even have to talk about what was
We
said,
need to
because I can
keep
talk about
talking
what was.
your truth.
Because I can talk about what was said. But why would we do that? Why would we backtrack?
It's not backtrack. It's the stuff that
are.
I'm going through. This is real life.
I'm going through a lot too. I see
that.
dumb
I know
stuff
that.
too.
But only thing I'm saying is off everything that I'm saying is off of retaliation. Sean, when
It's
have I
not
ever been amongst you?
retaliation.
You've always been with me. What are you talking about? Please help me out. I'm confused.
You're not confused.
I am.
It's just a narrative right now you're doing.
Now, some people felt sympathy for Teseki because these things happen more often than you can imagine, especially in big mixed families like Chrisean's, where there was very little parental guidance. So, if Teseki was playing house with Chrisean, it's probably because it was acted out on her too, or she saw it someplace. I mean, both of them were kids when it happened, and while Teseki buried that memory, it definitely left a scar on Chrisean. Here's what the people had to say about it. If Teseki was doing that, then that means it happened to her when she was a child. It's a devastating cycle. Other people added, someone hurt her and she came back acting out with the other children. This happens a lot. People need to find out who hurt her because she was also a child. But there's other people that called her out for doing Chrisean dirty like that.
I can't never take a serious that ate her sister, because come on now, at 7. You a whole 15, 17-year-old eat your 7-year-old coochie. Know your life been hard, been ugly your whole life, then eating coochie, then in your first time eating coochie with your sisters, bitch. Out of here. Your sister looks so much better than you that she turned you on, huh? Said, hey, little sis, let me eat that.
Child, that girl Chrisean really has been through a lot in her young life.
They were never married.
Nah, my mom got married, then she remarried.
Was he ever in the house with y'all or no?
He was.
Yeah. And he was abusive to who?
My mother and my sisters.
Like how? What would he do? Like yell, fight, hit?
Nah, he would hit them, like slap them. Like my mother, he would go to the woods, tie her up, and beat her.
Wait.
He lined all my sisters up, went out back at me against the wall. He put me against the wall, and I ain't do nothing with them. Like, I'm young as fuck. I don't know.
However, it is no excuse for what she did to her son, Junior. Her alcoholism throughout her pregnancy took a toll on that boy.
Ladies, let me see who really been flown out in real life. Let me see who really been flown out in real life, though. Ladies, one more time. What you say?
We've seen people analyze his symptoms from the lack of hand or eye coordination to the screeching sounds he makes when he cries. The internet doctors diagnosed him with cru de chat syndrome, and everyone and their mama have something to say about it, including Jaguar Wright. Now, you already know Jag can't stand Chrisean, so she gonna do what she does best, throw dirt. While according to reports, Jaguar is not shocked that Junior turned out this way because she always knew that Chrisean was dangerous, reckless, and unfit to be a mother. Jaguar claims she saw this coming from the jump, the drinking while pregnant, the attention chasing over actual parenting. Lately, Chrisean has been keeping Junior away from the public eye as much as possible, so hopefully she's trying to get him the help that he needs to grow into a stronger, healthier baby boy. Chrisean has also ditched all of her toxic relationships. Now she's just playing it safe and trying not to get into anything serious with nobody in particular.
Is it pink, baby? Because you got to look for like there you go.
Not for your wear.
We'll know for sure where she stands when Blueface gets released, but for now, I want to know your thoughts. Now that the Diddy case has been blown wide open, it would seem that Jaguar has nothing of interest to talk about anymore, so she's trying to clout chase with Chrisean's name on the line. What do you think about Jaguar allegedly coming out to talk about Chrisean's son, even though time and time again, she has denied her relationship with Chrisean? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more content like this.